Some places on Earth look so unreal that photos barely do them justice. Today, we count down the 25 most beautiful places on the planet for your 2026 bucket list. You will see glowing lagoons, mile-deep canyons, floating temples, and mountains that pierce the clouds from every corner of the globe. Each spot is more jaw-dropping than the last, so stay with us. Save this video so you never lose the list and drop a comment with the one place you would visit first. We are starting the countdown at number 25, so let's begin now. At number 25 is Cinque Terre, 5 colorful fishing villages stacked on the cliffs of the Italian Riviera. No cars reach these towns, only footpaths, trains, and small boats along the sea. Pastel houses in pink, yellow, and coral tumble down the rock toward a sparkling turquoise harbor. Fishing boats bob in the coves while terraced vineyards climb the steep green hillsides above. The famous coastal trail links all 5 villages, winding past lemon groves and dizzying cliff drops along the way. Every turn opens a brand new postcard view of the deep blue Ligurian Sea. Ride the little train between towns, then feast on fresh seafood and pesto born in this region. Swim in the hidden coves and watch the sunset slowly paint the harbor gold. Cinque Terre feels like Italy distilled into 5 perfect seaside jewels, timeless and romantic. It is the dreamy start our countdown deserves, but far bigger wonders still lie ahead. Number 24 takes us to Ha Long Bay, where thousands of limestone karst islands rise straight from calm emerald water. Traditional junk boats drift between the towering green peaks like something from a dream. Mist often hangs low over the water, softening the jagged islands into ghostly silhouettes. Hidden lagoons, floating villages, and vast sea caves wait quietly around nearly every rocky corner. Kayak beneath dramatic limestone arches into secret pools ringed by sheer jungle-covered walls. Climb to a high viewpoint and watch the Emerald Bay stretch endlessly toward the far horizon. Spend a night aboard a wooden cruise boat, waking to sunrise over the silent peaks. Explore glittering caves full of ancient stalactites and swim in the warm, glassy, still water. Long Bay is living proof that nature can carve scenery no human artist could ever imagine. It is a floating maze of stone and water you truly will never forget. At number 23, Antelope Canyon in Arizona reveals a world of sculpted red sandstone waves underground. Sunlight slips through narrow openings above, painting the twisting walls in glowing orange and purple. Flash floods carved these smooth curves over countless centuries, leaving swirling ribbons in the rock. Walking slowly through it feels like stepping right inside a frozen wave of fire and shadow. Around midday, brilliant beams of light spear straight down into the canyon like glowing pillars. Photographers travel from all around the world just to capture these fleeting shafts of gold. Guided tours lead you through the winding passages, since the canyon sits on Navajo land. Every few steps, the colors shift as the sun moves slowly across the sky. Antelope Canyon shows that some of Earth's greatest art is hidden just below the surface. It is a natural cathedral of color unlike anywhere else on the entire planet. Number 22 brings us to Zhangjiajie in China, where thousands of sandstone pillars soar into the mist. These towering columns inspired the floating mountains of the film Avatar. Thick clouds drift between the pillars, making the towering peaks appear to hover weightlessly in midair. Lush green forest clings to every narrow ledge, softening the sheer gray stone. A famous glass-bottomed bridge stretches high above a deep gorge for only the truly brave. Cable cars and towering cliff elevators lift you to dizzying viewpoints among the clouds. Hike the quiet forested trails below and crane your neck at pillars vanishing into the fog. At sunrise, golden light sets the misty spires aglow in a truly unforgettable scene. Zhangjiajie looks less like our own world and more like some distant alien planet. It is a place that completely rewires what you ever thought a mountain could be. At number 21, Cappadocia in Turkey unveils a surreal land of pale fairy chimney rock towers. At dawn, hundreds of hot air balloons drift silently over the sculpted valleys below. Soft volcanic stone here has been carved into cozy homes, ancient churches, and entire underground cities. Remarkably, people have lived inside these hidden caves for many thousands of years. Rise before sunrise for a balloon flight and float gently above the glowing rock formations. Below, the whole valley blushes pink and gold as the desert sun slowly climbs. Stay in a carved cave hotel, then explore the open-air museums and mysterious hidden tunnels. Hike the rose-colored valleys on foot as the light shifts gently through the afternoon. Cappadocia blends deep human history and wild geology into one endlessly dreamlike panorama. Few sights anywhere on Earth can match a whole sky filled with drifting balloons at dawn. Number 20 is mighty Victoria Falls, the largest single sheet of falling water on Earth. Straddling Zambia and Zimbabwe, locals call it the smoke that thunders for very good reason. The Zambezi River plunges over a mile-wide cliff, sending mist soaring hundreds of feet skyward. That spray can be seen from miles away, feeding a lush green rainforest. Rainbows arc constantly through the drifting spray, sometimes even glowing by the light of the moon. The roar of the falls fills the air long before you ever see them. The bravest visitors swim in the Devil's Pool right at the dizzying edge of the drop. Others soar overhead by helicopter to fully grasp the fall's truly incredible scale. Victoria Falls is raw power and pure beauty crashing together in one thunderous curtain of water. Standing right in its cool mist is a feeling you simply cannot ever forget. At number 19 lies Bagan in Myanmar, an ancient plain scattered with thousands of temples. At sunrise, hot air balloons rise over the spires as mist clings to the ground. More than 2,000 brick temples and golden pagodas still stand across the wide, dusty plain. They were built nearly 1,000 years ago by a proud and powerful kingdom. Climb to a quiet viewpoint at dawn and watch balloons float above the temple-studded horizon. Warm, golden light spills across the ancient spires as the morning haze slowly lifts. Explore the temple slowly by bicycle or horse cart, wandering between crumbling shrines and gold stupas. Step inside to discover faded ancient murals and serene, weathered stone Buddhas. Bagan feels like a window straight into a lost world of deep faith and artistry. Watching the sun rise slowly over its endless spires is pure, quiet, unforgettable magic. Number 18 is Vinicunca, the striped rainbow mountain high in the Peruvian Andes. Bands of red, gold, and turquoise ripple across its slopes like a vividly painted canvas. The colors come from different minerals laid down in the earth over millions of years. Only recently, as the glaciers melted, did this hidden rainbow finally emerge into view. Reaching the summit means hiking above 16,000 feet, where the thin air steals your breath. The final reward is a sweeping panorama of colored ridges and distant, snowy Andean peaks. Curious llamas and alpacas graze along the trail against the striped, otherworldly mountain backdrop. Just nearby, the wild red valley glows deep crimson under the vast Andean sky. Vinicunca proves the high Andes still hide brilliant colors most travelers never even imagined. It is a tough, breathless climb rewarded with one of Earth's most surreal views. At number 17 are the Lofoten Islands, jagged peaks rising straight from the Arctic Sea. Tiny red fishing cabins line the shore beneath walls of dark, dramatic stone. Bright white sand beaches and clear turquoise water sit surprisingly close to the Arctic Circle. In deep winter, the northern lights dance green and violet above the snow-dusted peaks. In high summer, the midnight sun never sets, bathing the whole islands in soft golden light. Fishing villages like Rhine glow beneath towering peaks perfectly mirrored in the calm fjords. Hike to the top of Rheinebringen for one of the most famous panoramic views in all Norway. Kayak the still fjords or even chase cold surf on beaches framed by mountains. The Lofoten Islands feel like the wild, beautiful edge of the entire world. And believe me, from here the top 10 only get more unreal, so keep watching closely. Number 16 is Salar de Uyuni, the single largest salt flat found anywhere on Earth. After the rains, its surface becomes a perfect mirror reflecting the entire endless sky. Stretching more than 4,000 square miles, the vast flat blends seamlessly into the far horizon. When completely dry, it cracks into endless white hexagons of pure, glittering salt. With no landmarks in sight, visitors love creating playful, mind-bending perspective photos out here. At night, the wet mirror doubles the stars into a dizzying, glittering sea of light. Nearby, you can also visit cactus-covered islands, glowing red lagoons, and steaming geyser fields. Flocks of flamingos wade slowly through mineral pools painted brilliant pink, green, and gold. Salar de Uyuni completely erases the line between the earth and the open sky. Walking slowly across its glassy surface feels like floating right through the clouds themselves. At number 15 is Meteora in Greece, where ancient monasteries perch high atop towering rock pillars. These giant stone columns rise hundreds of feet, crowned by centuries-old monastic retreats. Monks built these lofty refuges to escape the world, once reaching them only by rope and ladder. Today, carefully carved stairways lead visitors all the way up toward the clouds. At sunrise, thick mist pools around the pillars, leaving the monasteries floating on a sea of cloud. The green valley below glows soft gold as the early light slowly spreads. Step inside to find glowing golden icons, ancient frescoes, and quiet courtyards with sweeping views. Hike the winding trails between pillars to see the monasteries from every dramatic angle. Meteora blends deep faith, long history, and gravity-defying scenery into one unforgettable holy skyline. It is truly a rare place where earth and heaven seem to gently touch. Number 14 is thundering Iguazu Falls, a vast horseshoe of hundreds of waterfalls in the rainforest. Straddling Argentina and Brazil, it dwarfs almost every other waterfall on Earth. The dramatic centerpiece, the Devil's Throat, is a roaring U-shaped chasm swallowing the whole river. Towering clouds of spray rise high above the endless, steaming green jungle below. Long walkways carry you right up to the edge, close enough to feel the mist on your face. Bright rainbows shimmer everywhere as the powerful water crashes far below. Small boats race right into the base of the falls for a thrilling, drenching ride. Colorful toucans, playful monkeys, and clouds of butterflies fill the surrounding subtropical forest. Iguazu Falls overwhelms every single sense with its enormous scale, thunderous sound, and raw energy. Standing right before it, you truly feel the sheer, untamed force of nature. At number 13 is the Amalfi coast, a ribbon of pastel towns clinging to Italian cliffs. Positano tumbles toward the sea in a cascade of pink and white houses. The Mediterranean glows a deep, dazzling blue against the towering, steep green cliffs. Fragrant lemon terraces and colorful flowering gardens perfume the warm coastal air all along the shore. The famous winding coastal road delivers jaw-dropping views around nearly every single bend. Little boats drift between hidden coves, cool sea caves and sun-soaked pebble beaches down below. Wander the narrow stone lanes of Ravello and Amalfi town, dotted with cafes and grand cathedrals. Sip cold limoncello and watch the fishing boats return as the sun slowly sets. The Amalfi Coast is Italian glamour and raw natural beauty woven together high above the sea. Every single viewpoint here feels like a painting you never quite want to leave. Number 12 is charming Hallstatt, a tiny lakeside village tucked beneath the towering Austrian Alps. Its pastel houses and slender church spire form one of Earth's most photographed scenes. Deep forested mountains rise straight up from the glassy lake on almost every side. In the early morning, soft mist drifts over the water and wraps the rooftops in silence. Wander the flower-lined lanes and cobbled squares, where every corner begs to be photographed. Row gently across the calm mirror lake for the classic postcard view of the whole village. Ride the funicular up to a stunning skywalk viewpoint high over the lake and rooftops. Explore the ancient salt mines that first gave this little town its wealth and name. Hallstatt looks exactly like a fairy tale that somehow quietly slipped into the real world. It is living proof that the smallest of places can leave the very biggest impression. At number 11 is Torres del Paine in Chilean Patagonia, crowned by 3 sheer granite towers. Bright turquoise lakes and blue glaciers spread beneath the jagged, wind-carved mountain peaks. The 3 granite towers glow fiery red at sunrise, lit by the first cold Patagonian light. Far below them, pale icebergs drift silently across the milky blue glacial lakes. This is one of the world's greatest trekking regions, laced with epic, challenging multi-day trails. Wild guanacos roam the open plains while giant condors circle silently high overhead. Hike to the base of the towers, sail past calving glaciers, or watch pumas prowl the wilderness. In every direction unfolds another raw, dramatic, unforgettable Patagonian view here. Torres del Paine is Patagonia at its wildest, most spectacular, and most deeply humbling. It is a raw, wild landscape that truly makes you feel wonderfully, gloriously small. Breaking into the top 10 at number 10 is Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Stretching over 1,000 miles, it is the largest living structure on Earth, visible even from space. Beneath the surface lies a dazzling world of coral gardens in every color imaginable. Thousands of colorful fish species, sea turtles, rays, and reef sharks glide slowly through the warm water. Snorkel or scuba dive to swim beside gentle sea turtles and shimmering walls of tropical fish. Seen from above, the reef forms swirling patterns of turquoise and deep sapphire blue. Fly over the famous Heart Reef or sail out to remote coral cays and white sandbars. Whitehaven Beach nearby glows with some of the purest sand on all of Earth. The Great Barrier Reef is a fragile, breathtaking natural wonder we are truly lucky to still have. Exploring it firsthand feels exactly like entering a living, glowing underwater dream. At number 9 is Bora Bora, a jewel of the South Pacific in French Polynesia. A brilliant turquoise lagoon wraps around the green volcanic spire of Mount Otamanu. The lagoon glows in almost impossible shades of blue, from pale aqua to deep sapphire. Classic overwater bungalows perch on wooden stilts above the warm, crystal-clear water below. Slip straight from your deck into a warm sea full of rays, sharks, and coral. Snorkel the vivid lagoon gardens, then paddle across water so clear it almost seems to vanish entirely. Sail out at sunset as the whole sky and sea blaze together in orange, pink, and gold. By night, countless stars scatter brilliantly across the dark South Pacific sky. Bora Bora is the ultimate island paradise, pure luxury wrapped entirely in turquoise. And yet our final spots climb even higher, so stay right with me for number 1. At number 8 are the Plitvice Lakes of Croatia, 16 terraced lakes linked by cascading waterfalls. The still water glows in vivid shades of turquoise, emerald, and deep blue. The lakes cascade gently down through the forest, each one spilling into the next over mossy ledges. Bright sunlight makes the clear, mineral-rich water shimmer like polished liquid glass. Long wooden boardwalks wind directly over the water and right past the thundering falls. Around nearly every bend, yet another hidden waterfall appears through the lush green trees. Take a quiet electric boat across the largest lake, framed on all sides by dense green woodland. In autumn, the whole surrounding forest blazes bright red and gold above the glowing pools. The Plitvice lakes feel exactly like a fairy tale forest brought vividly and gloriously to life. It is easily one of the most magical natural parks in all of Europe. At number 7 is stunning Santorini, the iconic Greek island born from a massive volcanic eruption. Whitewashed towns cling to the dark cliffs high above a flooded blue caldera. Iconic blue-domed churches and white cubic houses spill down the cliffs toward the sparkling sea. The sharp contrast of white, blue, and deep water is instantly unforgettable here. Santorini is famous for its sunsets, when the sky melts into fiery gold over the water. Excited crowds gather in Oya each evening just to watch the glowing sun slowly sink away. Wander the maze of whitewashed lanes, relax on black volcanic beaches, and sip crisp local wine. Sail across the caldera to hidden hot springs and tiny nearby volcanic islands. Santorini is romance, deep history, and raw volcanic beauty all rolled into one unforgettable island. It is no wonder at all that it tops so many travelers' lifelong dream lists. At number 6 are the dreamy Maldives, hundreds of coral islands scattered across the Indian Ocean. Ringed by white sand and glowing turquoise lagoons, they truly define tropical paradise. The water is so incredibly clear that boats seem to float on air above the sandy floor. Elegant overwater villas stretch far out over the calm, glassy lagoons in soft shades of blue. Snorkel or dive among vibrant coral reefs alive with rays, sea turtles, and reef sharks. At night, some beaches glow electric blue with bioluminescent plankton washing in the surf. Spend lazy days drifting between sandbars, quiet spa decks, and warm, shallow turquoise lagoons. Watch playful dolphins race alongside the boat as the sun melts softly into the sea. The Maldives is the very definition of switching off and sinking deep into pure blue calm. It is a fragile paradise that honestly feels almost too perfect to be real. At number 5 is Machu Picchu, the lost Inca citadel, perched high on a green Andean ridge. Ancient stone temples and terraces rise dramatically above a deep, cloud-filled valley. Built by the Inca over 5 centuries ago, it was hidden from the outside world for ages. Sharp green peaks completely surround the ancient ruins, often wrapped in soft, drifting cloud. At sunrise, thick mist swirls through the terraces before slowly lifting to reveal the whole citadel. The astonishing precision of the ancient stonework still amazes engineers even today. Hike the legendary Inca Trail through cloud forest and high mountain passes to finally reach it. Climb the neighboring peaks for a dizzying view looking straight down onto the ruins. Machu Picchu is a stunning masterpiece of engineering set in truly breathtaking mountain wilderness. Standing quietly among its stones, you can feel the presence of a vanished empire. At number 4 are Banff and Lake Louise, the shining jewels of the Canadian Rockies. Glacier-fed lakes glow an almost unreal turquoise beneath towering, snow-capped mountain peaks above. The lakes get their vivid color from fine glacial silt suspended within the cold, clear water. Thick pine forests and pale hanging glaciers perfectly frame the calm, mirror-like turquoise surface. Paddle a bright canoe across Lake Louise or Moraine Lake right beneath the soaring rocky peaks. In autumn, golden larch trees set the whole mountain valley beautifully aglow. Drive the famous Icefields Parkway past glaciers, roaring waterfalls, and endless jagged summits. Watch for wild elk, black bears, and mountain goats along the winding mountain roads here. Banff and Lake Louise are the Canadian Rockies at their most jaw-dropping and postcard perfect. Here, every single lake and peak looks almost too vivid and colorful to be real. At number 3 is Milford Sound, a breathtaking fjord hidden deep in New Zealand's wild fjordland. Sheer cliffs plunge thousands of feet straight down into dark, mirror-still water. Countless waterfalls tumble down the sheer cliffs from every direction, especially after heavy rain. Towering peaks like Mitre Peak rise almost perfectly vertically from the dark sea below. Cruise slowly through the fjord to truly feel the scale of the cliffs towering high overhead. Seals bask lazily on the rocks while dolphins sometimes ride along the boat's wake. Kayak right beneath the falls or hike the misty rainforest trails draped in soft green moss. Fiordland's raw, untouched wilderness feels wonderfully far away from absolutely everything else. Milford Sound is nature at its most dramatic, moody, and utterly breathtakingly beautiful. It is very often called the 8th true wonder of the entire natural world today. At number 2 is Lauterbrunnen, a truly stunning U-shaped valley set deep in the Swiss Alps. 72 waterfalls spill from the towering cliffs down onto the green valley floor. Famous Staubach Falls plunges nearly 1,000 feet, drifting softly into mist on the mountain wind. Traditional wooden chalets dot the green meadows below the sheer gray cliffs. Ride the cable cars up to car-free villages like Wengen and Murren high above the valley. From there, the towering snowy giants of the Jungfrau region completely fill the horizon. Hike the flower-filled alpine trails past grazing cows and cowbells with waterfalls all around you. Paraglide over the valley for an unforgettable bird's-eye view of the cliffs and falls. Lauterbrunnen looks exactly like the Alps from a storybook brought vividly and gloriously to life. It is quite possibly the single most beautiful valley in all of Europe. And at number 1 is the mighty Grand Canyon, a mile-deep chasm carved by the Colorado River. Layered red rock stretches so far it feels almost impossible to comprehend. The canyon runs over 200 miles long and up to 18 miles wide across the desert. Its deeply layered rock quietly records nearly 2 billion years of Earth's ancient history. At sunrise and sunset, the enormous canyon walls blaze in red, orange, and deep purple light. The shadows shift by the minute, making the whole vast scene feel truly alive. Hike deep down into the canyon, raft the roaring Colorado, or gaze out from the glass skywalk. Every single viewpoint reveals another breathtaking sweep of endless red rock. The Grand Canyon is so immense it completely rewires your sense of scale and time. It is the perfect, humbling finale to our list of Earth's most beautiful places. There you have it. 25 of the most beautiful places on our entire planet. From Italian villages to Andean ruins and the mighty Grand Canyon, each one belongs on your bucket list. Which of these places would you visit first, and did your own favorite make the list? Drop a comment below, give this video a like, and share it with a fellow traveler. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the very end of this journey. Aloha from Kahana Designs, and be sure to subscribe for more beautiful travel countdowns.